Injured. There are dead, rather. Multiple people are injured. If you take a look behind me, you see where the vehicle landed. It is right in the middle of Chicano Park. There was a festival going on here for bikers at the time. The park is still filled with some of the vendor tents just where they left them when the vehicle landed here on top of what witnesses are saying was a T-shirt vendor here for the rally.
There's about 5 or 6 people hurt, and then these 4 bodies over here, you know. So I've never seen nothing like this. It's crazy.
And it appears the vehicle was going at a high rate of speed just about 3:30 this evening when they lost control, went over the median, crashed through a tree, and then landed on that vendor here. Witnesses tell us the driver was semi-conscious when they arrived. The people who were here at the scene did try to remove the driver, then lift the truck from where it had landed on top of some of the people here. At that point, first responders had arrived on the scene and moved the crowd back. Several people were hospitalized as those who witnessed what happened are still in shock at what they saw.
You might not have known those people, but all day we've sat there talking to them and being with them all day, and to see something like that happen and see their lives taken in front of us, that's hard.
And again, we are still gathering information. We are expecting an update from the fire department any minute now. We'll bring that to you when it happens and have another live report from Chicano Park coming up tonight at 5:30. For now, we'll go ahead and send it right back to you.
Approximately 34 hours this afternoon, a GMC pickup truck was traveling northbound on the 5, transitioning to westbound to come towards Coronado. That vehicle lost control, struck a guardrail up above, and then came down approximately 60 feet down below to Chicano Park. There was people gathered here for an event. 4 people were killed as a result of the truck coming down. We had several injuries. We had one major injury to the driver who was transported to UCSD of the pickup truck. Another major injury that was transported to another hospital. The other 7 injured were transported as well with moderate injuries to different hospitals. The driver of the pickup truck has been placed under arrest for driving under the influence causing injury or death. He was transported to UCSD hospital. So,
was he being chased by a chase?
I don't have any information about him being chased at this time, no.
What can you tell us more about the driver? Is he in the military or anything like that?
I don't have any specifics yet on what's going on with the driver, what's his employment, anything.
You know, what led to the arrest? Is there beer bottles or anything in the truck, or obvious signs of alcohol?
It was determined that alcohol was involved.
Do you have fastest going?
Right now, we don't have the exact speeds of anything. We just know that he lost control above and then came down.
You know how old he was?
Don't have an age yet, Pauline. Sorry about that.
Jake, can you describe the scene for me? Sort of, it looks chaotic. Can you describe it for me?
Down below, I'm going to leave that to San Diego PD. They were actually here for the event. They're going to discuss the gathering itself. And then
describe what it looks like from your point of view.
It's horrible. It's horrific. Obviously, there was people down below. We have bodies that were they're innocent people that are just down here having a good time, and now now they're gone. We feel for their families. It's unfortunate, but we got to do our job and get things taken care of to make sure everything is done properly.
How long is that on-ramp to the bridge going to be closed?
I'd say several hours. I can't give you an exact time.
Is there anyone in the truck besides the driver?
I don't have that information at this time. I'll get more information as it goes along. I just wanted to get out here to you guys as quickly as I could.
He has Texas plates. Is he a local guy or is he?
Again, I don't have a lot of specifics yet. We're still in the infancy stage of the investigation, so we're working on as many details as we can get to you. Again, I can't confirm his employment at this time. We're in the infancy stages. We're working on those things. We'll get as much information out as quickly as possible. Again, I don't have the specifics, so we're working on it. I can't speak, for other incidents, but people have fallen from larger distance and survived.
You're really recollected. Is anything like this happening?
Not that I'm aware of. Again, especially with a large gathering down below.
When do we have another briefing for us? So we give us
as soon as information comes in later, I'll be providing an additional press release with more information about the driver himself and other details possibly in the crash.
So right now, you 4 people died and 7 injured. Can you kind of just brief us on that again?
Again, 4 people down below that were killed here at the scene. We had 1 that was major injuries that was transported to the hospital as a result of the truck falling on them. The driver suffered major injuries, and then 7 others were transported for various injuries.
All adults were killed.
I believe all adults at this time. I'm not, again, a lot of these things I don't have just because we're still working on getting to those locations to get that information. At this time, I'm only aware of 1. Again, we're still working on that. As soon as I can find out, I'll get that information to you.
Bridge still shut down?
Yes, it'll be shut down until our investigation is concluded up there.
Any idea how long it's going to be when it needs to get back?
Several hours. If you're coming this way and you live in Coronado, you're trying to get to Coronado, you need to go down and go through Imperial Beach, take the Strand in. Again, it's going to be a long period of time.
And again, you're listening to an update on the latest of this crash that we're at. Vehicle on the northbound 5 trying to go onto the Coronado Bridge when they lost control, falling 60 feet down here to Coronado Park. 4 people were killed, 9 people injured, including the driver, who is now under arrest for DUI and also suffered moderate injuries. Take a listen to what some of the people saw and how they described when this vehicle came off the bridge.
Well, we're standing right here, and we heard a bam crash, and then we just seen the truck fly over.
The Eagle,
right here, in front of this post right here.
it just flew over and just landed dead center.
And this all happening just at 3:30 here. There was a festival going on in Chicano Park. It was a biker gathering with people from all over the southwestern part of the United States here. They were, many of them rid in here on their motorcycles. There were vendors set up here. Many of the witnesses tell us that the vehicle actually landed on a t-shirt vendor, and it was just simply tragic for them. They tried to do their best to help out and lift the vehicle off those who were injured. Unfortunately, there was nothing that they could do.
There was a lady sitting behind me, and I pushed her out of the way, and we were pretty close. So we were able to get away from it. And after that, we just all try to run and help push the truck up to get them off the body, off the,
It's something you would not even imagine at a gathering like that. The truck literally landed on the tent.
Breaking news tonight, a day of celebration turns into tragedy in Barrio Logan when a pickup truck flies off the Coronado Bridge and lands on top of a crowd of people in Chicano Park. Tonight, 4 people are dead, several others are hurt, and the driver is under arrest facing charges of DUI. Thanks for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
And I'm Steve Price. Police say hundreds of people were in the park at the time. They were attending a biker rally. This crash happened just after 3:30 when the CHP says the driver of the pickup lost control while transitioning from the 5 to the Coronado Bridge, went over a guardrail, and then plunged 60 feet to the park below.
CBS News 8's Brandon Lewis is live at the scene where authorities just held a news conference. Brandon?
Yeah, Steve and Marcella, they're telling us at that news conference a total of 9 people were injured, 4 of them dead. Of those that were hurt, 7 moderately injured and 2 major. That includes the driver of this pickup truck that remains here at the scene ever since the accident happened here. It was traveling northbound on the 5 and was heading toward Coronado when he fell some 60 feet onto a t-shirt vendor below here in Chicano Park, who was in town for a motorcycle rally.
Well, it's just tragic. You know, anything of that size, any vehicle coming off from an elevation like that and landing on people, the outcome's just not going to be good. It's a sad time. Our hearts and thoughts go out to the families. Big tragedy.
And this happened just about 3:30 this afternoon. The park at the time was filled with people who were taking part in that motorcycle rally. Many of them rushed over to help. That includes some San Diego police officers who were in the area and gave CPR to those who were underneath the pickup truck. But unfortunately, those 4 people were pronounced dead here at the scene. Medics worked on triaging those who were injured, transporting them to area hospitals as witnesses remained stunned at what they saw.
When I heard that crash, I looked up and that truck was flying, and it flew, I would say a good 100 feet. It flew from there, and it flew nose first, and it hit that booth that was right there. They were selling t-shirts and stuff.
We were just trying to push the truck up to get them off the bodies. And like I said, after that, we just they pushed us all out of the way. So we were lucky to get away at that minute, you know. kind of jumped out of the way just in the perfect time.
And again, the driver is under arrest for DUI causing death or injury. It's possible more charges could come as this investigation continues. Police have shut down the westbound port side of the Coronado Bridge as the investigation continues. That's expected to take several hours. Again, still working at gathering more information. We'll have another update for you tonight at 11 o'clock. Stephen.